Bueno, ¿qué tal, compañeros? Bienvenidos, soy Antonio Díez desde Berlín en directo, desde el curso de Erasmus. Estoy aquí con un gran amigo. I'm here with a big friend of the course. His name is Metin Metin from Samsung. Kind
It's
of
not
north.
Samsung. Yeah, it's not Samsung. You know, the mobile phone.
No.
Is one G
Is missing.
Yeah, missing.
Samsun.
Yeah, Samsung.
In the north of Turkey, kind of in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle,
Black
on the
Sea.
on the top of the.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, it's.
And he's a teacher of English in a school. What's the name of your school?
Yeah, I'm working in a school which is very near the Samsun province, 36 kilometers away from it. The name of my hometown is Çarşamba, and it means Wednesday in Turkish. In Çarşamba, yeah, it's a kind of high school, science high school. I'm working in it, and our students are aged between 14 and 17 years old.
And you do you teach English.
Yeah,
and
English, but also some ICT courses and extracurricular activities. We have workshops, coding, robotics, and etc. Yes, I am also interested in these kind of things.
Well, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how are your students?
Interest.
Do they like the robotics, the English?
So,
Are they interested?
In fact, most of them like these kinds of activities, but we have some special situation. Our students are coming to our school through a national exam. Okay, so we are a project school. We are a special school, and we select our students through a national exam. So they have different ambitious or goals for future. So in Turkey, if you want to go to university, you have to take another exam. Okay, a national exam at the end of high school.
The same in Spain, yeah.
Yeah, so they are all of our students are trying to get ready for that exam. So when I call them to our workshops or extracurricular activities, they say, "Sorry, teacher, we don't have time. I like it, but so." We are working with some of the students, but not all of the students. The most volunteer ones,
Because this is probably very interesting for us as well. How does it work, the Turkish education system? You have the primary, maybe secondary, which ages, which subjects do they have to study?
The similar. You say the system is the similar or the different?
I don't know how is it in Turkey.
In Turkey, the compulsory education is 12 years. Okay, so it's 12 degree, the 12th class.
12 year.
12 year.
How old is that?
Yeah, it means you have to go to school until you are 18 years old.
18
years
compulsory.
old. It's compulsory.
Okay.
Yeah, the primary school is 4 year. The secondary school is another 4 year, and the high school is 4 years. So the whole education period is divided into three main parts.
And can you not drop the school before that?
You can, but you can't go out of the system. You can go to open education. Open education, open high school. It is administered by the National Ministry of Education also, but not in the first year of high school. You can't say I'm going to the open school. You have to come to school first year, and then if you don't like it or if you don't want to stay in the school, then you can.
How old will be the student at that time when he drops the school?
15 or 16 years. For example, my daughter is 15 years old this year, and he left the school. She doesn't want to go to school anymore. She said to me, and then so she preferred to going open high school.
Like technical to learn.
No, it's a general. Yeah, there are several types of open high school in Turkey. You can choose them, and the most common one is the general open high school. Okay. You don't have to take vocational courses, only the general maths, Turkish literature, physics, chemistry, or biology, or something some other subjects like this. And they can also have the national exam at the end of the high school to enter the university. They are also having the same exam. If they can have a good point, good mark, good grade, they can apply for good universities. Otherwise, it's not compulsory. There are several in every cities of Turkey. There are universities. There are more than 200 universities in Turkey. But you know, it's a problem. Many people are going to university, but after they graduate, they can't find
A job.
a job. So it's a great problem.
And as we work in a school for adults, do they exist in Turkey, school for adults?
Yeah.
If you, for example, if you drop, that's what I was asking you, if you drop your school, you can later on in your life retake it as an adult?
Lifelong learning is very common in our country. We have public training centers. We call them as public training centers, and there are public training centers in every district of Turkey. There are more than 1,000 districts in Turkey, small towns like my hometown, and in every district you can find the public training center, and you can choose from the a lot of different types of courses. You can choose one, and you can take these courses whenever you want, and weekdays, weekends, etc.
Well, those courses are equivalent to the public school?
Of course, you get certificates, but it's not the same with the diplomas or with the diplomas of high schools. So, but you can have certificates. Sometimes you can find jobs using these certificates.
Okay, in this case our school is a bit different because we teach to those students who drop school when they were young, and now as an adults they will take the same degree as the kids will take. Only being adults.
Yeah, this is the same. For example, if you drop or if you haven't been to school in
for whatever the reason you drop or
it's okay. So it's the same. Later you decide to graduate from a high school, you can do it. You can do it the same in Turkey, but through the open education system, you know. So they follow the courses on the internet. They have books, and then once or twice a year they take exams, and then they can graduate. They can have diplomas, even though they are 60 years old. There's no limitation for that.
Okay. And then another question: what's your vision, your particular opinion on the education in your country? Which are the things you think is necessary to implement or to change, or the things that they work very well? Or
you want my opinion about the education system?
Yes.
If I have to tell the truth, yes. In every country, you know, every teacher is complaining about the education system.
All the time,
it's the same. It's the same in Turkey.
Changing all the time as well.
We are a big system. It's a big system. The education system in Turkey is the biggest one. We have almost 20 million students. 20 million students, 1,200,000 teachers, and almost 70,000 class schools, okay, bigger or smaller ones. So the system is very complicated, and we have several types of education. All the schools belong to the state in Turkey. You know, you have probably the church school, the local schools or the state schools, but we have all the schools belong to the state. So
there are no private schools.
We have private schools, but not local schools. For example, the municipality school we don't have, or the religious.
So the state really controls.
Central authority. There is a central authority. And Turkey is divided into 81 provinces. There are 80, like Samsun, Istanbul, Izmir. They are the provinces, and they have some. The central authority gives some authority to the local ones, but everything, you can say that everything is controlled from the central, okay, from the Ministry of Education. For example, we can't, as the local authority of education, we can't change the numbers of the lessons or the durations of the lessons, nothing. We can't play with the curriculum, we can't change the book. Everything is defined
fixed.
by the, so that's the one of the biggest problem, because in we have, you know, east part of Turkey is a little bit poorer and rural area, so the this can be defined as the disadvantageous area, but they have the same courses, same books, same curriculum with the ones living in Istanbul, in the biggest city of Turkey. So it must be changed, in my opinion. There are several things to change, but so as I mentioned before, it's a very big system. It's not easy to change it at once.
I suppose Turkey is very different east from west, probably.
Yeah, we have, yes, some ethnic differences, but not it's the same with yours, you know, the Catalans and so.
But in Spain, the education is not central.
Yeah, it's not central.
Each region,
has the authority to manage.
To manage.
Yeah.
Because also in Spain we have different languages, not only Spanish.
Yeah, I know.
So we attend to that languages as well. The education is in a different language. Sometimes in those regions.
So
I don't know.
I think things will change in Turkey too, but we need time. So we have a very long story for this. So I don't want to mention about it, but the ministry is trying to do best, but we need more time. It's also related to our culture and religion, you know. So we have some traditional aspects that we must take care. You know, we can't leave them. So if we can't, when we don't, we can't set up a universal education system. You know, without leaving the traditions, without leaving the religious features. So
do you study religion in the schools?
yes, it is. It's compulsory, in fact, religions. But if a student doesn't want to take part in a religious activity, so he can say, or his partners can say that my pupil, my student doesn't want to go in, so it's no problem. We have also some high schools and secondary schools. They are religious schools. Their aim is to, for example, they are working. My colleagues from that another province, they are working in a religious secondary school. The difference is from a general school of the religious school is that they have more religious subjects, religious lessons. Okay, they also have maths, physics, biology, chemistry, etc. But extra more religious lessons. So they can go to any university also. They can prefer any job. There's no limitation, but it's a religious school.
And these religious schools, are they state control as well?
Yes.
Are they free for the students?
No, they are not free. They are also within the same system with us.
Okay.
Also, they are managed by the central authority. There is no difference between.
But do the students have to pay a fee?
No.
It's free.
Education is free in Turkey. The compulsory education is free. But if you go to a private school, you have to pay at least 5,000 or 7,000 euros a year.
Yeah, it's really expensive. So I don't know. Thank you very much. I don't want to.
I thank you. Yes, this is a short.
Tire you anymore, but I don't know. You want to
really
send any message to Spain, to our school in Madrid?
I've been in Madrid. I was in Madrid 8 years ago. I'd like to come there again. I liked it very much. It's a very beautiful city. I remember it, and I'm saying hello to everyone who is watching this video from Turkey. I'm very happy to be a colleague of your teacher. He is a great man. see you.
Well, and you are very welcome. And also, if you want to visit our school,
Yeah.
I
I hope one day. Yeah,
can
and
go
I
visit and check
and I-
what do we have there.
yeah, probably.
I'm sure you will find it very interesting.
Yes. The second version of this video will be next week. Okay.
I'll see you in Turkey.
Yeah, I hope to see you in Turkey also.
I'll visit Samsun
We'll be,
one day.
we'll
Okay.
be expecting you. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, my friends. Bye.